sports coverage of the National Football League. Brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell. Team ready to square off. It's the Washington Commanders and the New England Patriots. It's a fresh start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week 1 of the NFL preseason. The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Here's 1st and 10. Here's May. Open man. That's the tight end, Hunter Henry. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Off the play fake, it's May. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, New England.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And this offense just continues to methodically move the ball down the field here on their opening drive, Mike. And I think defensively, they've got to figure something out. Otherwise, this has the looks for one of those long days in the office.
May to the air once more.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Douglas in motion. The RPO, that one is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first point
That's a really nice job up front, clearing the lane, pick up the first down. Now, he didn't get in the end zone, but now you got a fresh set of downs to try to punch it in.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Stevenson. Touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats will take a 7-0 lead.
Patriots 7, Commanders nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the option, here's Robinson. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got a man, it's McClure. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Gain of 21 yards.
They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Washington.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Samuel has it working in the middle. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
It brings up
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down. The Patriots offense ready to possess the football for the second time. And, Greg, week one here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
No, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them. We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On second down, it's May. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's first and goal.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game. A nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, here's May. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. Working out of the gun. It's May. This one is pulled in on the feet and bounds. Yes! Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point now for Borregales. His kick is good. And the Patriots move out on top, 14-0.
14. Commanders, nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Austin Eckler now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The linebacker, Keon White, getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. And in motion is Brown. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Washington.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On 1st down, it's Robinson, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
This is at the 47-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Another run here for Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll throw with Daniel. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to get that one to Noah Brown. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
Marcus Jones on the tackle. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
And the Commander's 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
They'll go again with Robinson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard
And in motion is Brown. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels.
So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit that they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. And in motion, it's Diggs. Maynard on 1st and 10. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
May to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the handoff, it's Stevenson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll try to run for it. And May will not risk it. Into the slide. And he's got the first down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Commanders' 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Operating from the shotgun, it's Madden. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, it's May. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Pats going to open up a 17-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll get about 2. Marcus Jones is there to make the stop.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And in motion is Brown. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Third and 2. Here's Daniels. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Complete to number 86, Zach Ertz. A gain of 4 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over.
That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up.
So after one, the Patriots out on top. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Commanders with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Play action. Here's Daniels. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
3rd and 10. Daniel gonna throw again. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Washington.
1st down, Washington.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Christian Ellis, they're on the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Commanders.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Gift, and here comes Robinson. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 4. Trying the left side, here's Robinson. And he's got his 1st down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running right up the gut, it's Eckler. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the zone read, here's Daniels. And he will get into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running, and in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. will start on the ground with Stevenson. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll go again here with Stevenson. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
May, little pop pass to the receiver. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To throw is May. He's got Douglas going deep, and that is incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, Bryce Beringer out to punt for New England. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Rolling to the left. He's going to keep it himself. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
The tight end Ertz in motion. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Christian Ellis, they're on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run this. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and While some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Throwing on second down. Daniels. Now he'll run it. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
On play action, Daniels. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Commanders will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is May. That one taken in by Douglas. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
McCaffrey gonna return it, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really giving them fits. They'll go play action here with Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. They quickly out to Diggs. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
On 2nd down, it's May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Forced to his right.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. It's May. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Borregales now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Pats will go up by 7.
Makes the score Patriots 24, Commanders 17.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He takes off. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
And in motion is Brown. Now, faking the give. He'll step up and run. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. There he goes again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Daniels now going to look to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Commanders are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Out to his right. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders will tie this game at 24. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Meg. Short pass caught by Henry to tight end. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the shotgun, it's Meg. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. New England going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
May to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Bourne. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
At the 43-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's May again. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you now to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
Down at the 35-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 1. They'll go again with Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He will have the Commanders' first down. They wind up gaining 8 on 3rd and 4.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Washington.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game. But no damage done. Move on to the next play.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down.
Still third down.
Now Daniels. Set the screen out wide. It's Brown. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Commanders first down.
First down, Commanders.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the first down.
Right here with Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. And in motion is Brown. On play action, Daniels. That's McClure open on the left side.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Down inside the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Daniels going to keep this himself. And he's got another one. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike. And to cap it off, it's a simple read option. But for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball. And by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open field and on his way for 6.
Now Gay for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders have taken a 4-point advantage.
Commanders 31, Patriots 27.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. That is quickly out to Diggs. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
Third down and 9. Throwing now is May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
The Patriots first First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 9-yard pickup. It's second and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. On play action, here's May. He'll get this to Hooper, left side. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Look wide, get this one complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the Commanders' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second and 9. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Throwing on third down is May. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Patriots first down.
Another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Ron Payne there for the stop.
Down at the 20-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 20, here's second and 7. Here's May. We'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
To the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Second and 10.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Second and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. Pass to the outside. He's got Diggs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The motion man here is Bourne. Throw again is May. That one taken in. Kendrick Bourne. Touchdown, New England. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it. And the Patriots go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Commanders 31.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense back onto the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is brought in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. A gain of 66 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. They'll motion over Samuel. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And he's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders have taken a 4-point advantage.
38, Patriots 34.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Patriots offense and Kendrick Bourne back on the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Off the bootleg. Here's Meg. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Meg. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. There's a short one to Hooper. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
6 yards.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away.
The Patriots.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders offense heading out for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the 1st half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And you'll have a Commander's 1st down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And the Commander's 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Keon White on the tackle.
Shy of midfield. Brings up 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll go play action here with Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
3rd and a yard. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal it is a 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Daniels quick to Debo. And the defense not going to let him wiggle out of that one. They force him out behind the line of scrimmage.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be taken down. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, Washington.
1st down, Washington.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Throwing again, Daniel. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
17 yards.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Running right up the gut, it's Eckler. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
At the 11-yard line. Brings up second down.
And the run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
A loss of 2 yards.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
The Washington field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They quickly out to Diggs. Finding room at midfield. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 73 yards. Touchdown, New England.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Borregales now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Pats will even the score here in the 3rd. Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here's Eckler on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. On play action, Daniels. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. Daniels now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Right side, pulled in by Samuel. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Here's Robinson. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
Robinson, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. For the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
Washington.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll motion over Samuel. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get, the offensive.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This one he's got to have. And this one is right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the fourth.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They locate his big target, Henry, over the middle. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's a give to Stevenson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To the left side, he's got Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is May. He finds Bell. That's caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, These types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot, buy some extra time for your offensive line, and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Stevenson. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
A 31-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And the Patriots have tied it up here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Here's Eckler on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 31, here is 2nd and a couple. They run this straight ahead with Eckler, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Washington.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll step up and run this. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
1st down, Commanders.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
He'll run again. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
2nd and inches. Now Robinson. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
A tackle by Christian Gonzalez. 2 yards on the play. First down, Washington.
They'll throw with Daniels. Looking to Samuel on the out route. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Now he takes off. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
A gain of 18.
And that a record run. It will break Colin Kaepernick's single-game mark for rushing yards by a quarterback. Kaepernick had 181 back in the divisional playoff January of 2013. This game surpasses that one. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
13-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
First and goal.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a...
Good blocking, and he's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will go up by 7.
Commanders 51. Patriots 44.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, here comes Gibson. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. And it's quickly out to Diggs. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
2nd and 11. From out of the gun, here's May. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, New England.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Downfield, he's got 4. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Here's May again. That one taken in by Douglas. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second down at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 7. To throw again is May. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. We'll go right back to Stevenson. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now they face third down and 7. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here we go. This is fourth down. They're going. It's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here is first and goal. Now May will set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. And in motion, it's Diggs. He pulls it in around the 5.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of.
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. Throwing now, Daniels. That's caught by Eckler.
Daniels pass. Complete to Austin Eckler. A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 32-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Throwing again, Daniels. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
Daniels going to throw again. Short one there. He's got Ertz. And here comes the whistle and a timeout. 7 seconds to go.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here's second down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late.
Defense.
He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to take the lead at the end of regulation. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So a win here on the road for the Commanders as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from Foxborough.